Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Grocery Go Karts is a mass market board game for children that reminds me of the Supermarket Sweep game show that I used to watch when I was a little kid. This one has some of the greatest components, as you're going to be stacking the food that you're getting in the shopping center into your shopping cart and racing around the board. The game is going to play a lot like Candyland. Instead of flipping over a card, you're going to roll the dice to see what color you're going to move to. If somebody is there, then you just go to the next color. So very Candyland-esque in that. So right there and there, it's going to put this for your younger gamers. The components in this game are fantastic. The grocery carts move very well. The wheels feel like toys you could actually play with, and it has a great toy factor to this game. Where the game let me down just a little bit, it feels like it was designed with a dexterity element to it. It was, the components were already made, and then they dropped that part of it. In fact, the rulebook makes a point to tell you that dropping your shopping items doesn't matter. That's because you're stacking them up. And they make a point in the rules to say your wheels can't leave the board, so you have to go around things. And it almost feels like there was a game here where they were stacked up and you had to move your cart without dropping everything, which would lead to some strategy about when you pick things up because they were different shaped. That's not in this game, and I don't know why. I think in the future when I play this game, probably for a length of time, let me be honest, it's probably because that would really drag the game down and not make it quick. This game plays fast, which is a bonus for this game. It's definitely a benefit. But with the dexterity part of it, I think it adds to the game and elevates it to be a better game. I don't normally do this. I don't usually review a game based on rules that aren't in the rule book. But here I sit, and I'm doing it probably for the first time in the 10-15 years I've been doing this. But I really think the game is better with the dexterity element. I still think the little Candyland-esque game of this is better than Candyland. I think it works really good. I think it's got a high toy factor. This is not the most strategic kids game. It's not even the best kids game. But the toy factor, mass market with the price point, and the fun nature of this game, and that Candyland element, I think this game works. I don't want to oversell it. If you can find it cheap at your local Walmart or Target, I would say pick this one up. You don't need to go searching out for it. But it worked for us, and our kids liked it quite a bit, so it's going to be a keeper for us, but we're going to play it with a dexterity element for sure. Here is Grocery Go Kart. Shop, stack, and race to the finish. Going to get kind of a cheaper opening box here. But these little carts that you get, they come together, and they're all stickered up, and they look really, really nice. So you're going to get 4 of these different colors. I should make a note that the faces are different on all these. I think it's really a nice little touch and care that they went into this. So that's pretty good. You're going to get a box like this, and you open it up. You're going to have all your little plastic toy stuff in here, and little stickered plastic dice. These are kind of cheap, but it's nice that it comes through with this. And then you're going to get your board that will come out, and it looks like a shopping store, like a grocery store or whatever, with some funny things going on it. Those are pretty nice. You're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. You're going to get your little grocery list for each of the players. They just kind of sit on the board. They're kind of thin. I don't know why they have stuff on the back, but it's a really nice touch. I mean, it's like there was some care that went into this game. You're going to have your coupons that are just kind of like take that and things that you'll be doing on the game to kind of really just kind of speeds the game up. Cards are a little thin, but this is a mass market cheapo game that you find at Walmart. So pretty good components, actually. Not too bad. So here's the rule book. You can see the characters, the object, and the contents. No picture, but it's pretty easy to figure out what you have here. You're going to have your setup over here with pictures. It kind of shows you where everything goes. And then how to play, how to stack the groceries. And really, the biggest rule here is there's no penalty for fallen groceries. I found that really weird that there's no penalty. It does speed the game up, but I'm not really sure why you are stacking them in the first place, how to check out, and how to win the game. Very easy. You might need 5 minutes, 3 minutes to go through this, and you should be up and playing in no time at all. Each player is going to start with a grocery list. And for some reason, the bread starts on it. I don't know what that's about. But you'll have 2 of each one, except for this one. You'll start with the yellow. You could start with the bread over here in the rules. It is whatever you want to do. But what you're trying to do is get all of these onto your grocery cart. And then you speed around here to the green spot. You go into checkout and you win. So you want to get all of these on your guy. You shuffle up the coupon cards. These will have cards you'll do. And then on a turn, it's very simple. You'll roll the dice, and you'll move to the next colored spot. So if you start out here, you will move up to the pink spot, then you can take one of the pink items off of your car and put it right there. And the next person would go. And then into the pink. And the rules just say it's important that you go around them. You don't pick your guy up and move it. You have to roll them. And the tires move really nice on these, to be honest. Then they would pick up a pink one from theirs and put it on there. If you ever roll a yellow, you go to the next coupon spot and you'll draw one of these cards and do what they say. For the most part, they will add items of different stuff. And this really does speed the game up. Add 3 blue, green, or orange items. Any 2 items of any color. And this really helps keep the game going at a good speed. As you build these on here, you're supposed to stack them on. Oddly, we found this really bizarre. There is no penalty for these things falling off at all. If they fall off, you're just supposed to put them back on there. So it's not really a dexterity game, even though it kind of looks like one. If you get all the items on there, then you want to go all the way here to checkout. And once again, if they fall off, you just put them on there. And you get to checkout. You don't have to have an immediate one. So if you were here on this yellow, no matter what you roll, and it happens to be green, it's perfect, you would go into the checkout and win the game. So not just by getting everything on there, you have to get to the checkout. Then they say there's a little thing here. If you do win, you get to be the one to pop them off. I don't know what that's about. It's really weird the dexterity doesn't really play into dexterity, but it's really just Candyland. You roll the dice, move to the next spot, and you add that color item to your list until your list is completely empty, everything is on there, and you just head to checkout and you win the game. That's how you play Grocery Go Karts. Who should buy this game? This is something you'd buy because you see it at a mass market store, the price is good, and you want something new to play. I think it's a little bit stronger than Candyland because you're not always going backwards, you're still going forward. Although there are some times where you get a color you just don't need to add, and you're okay, I guess I'm wasting a turn, and that's going to be in it. The dexterity factor that we added, you can look at this game and make your own dexterity roll. It just makes sense. It had to be subtracted from this game. I think I prefer it that way. Your mileage may vary. Keep it for us.